Many investors want to obtain a European residence permit, but at the same time, they are not ready to live in the country permanently, take language exams, or relocate their business. And that is precisely why Greece's Golden Visa program remains one of the most popular residency by investment programs in real estate. But it's important to understand, the Greek Golden Visa is not just about buying an apartment for any amount. The rules have now become more specific, and the investment amount depends on the location and type of property. Let's break down the main steps to obtaining a Golden Visa in Greece. The first step is to choose the right investment strategy. Today, there are several entry thresholds in Greece. The minimum threshold of 250,000 euros is still available for special categories of real estate. For example, when a commercial property is converted into residential use, or when it comes to the restoration of certain properties. For most classic residential properties, the threshold is higher. In popular areas such as Athens, Thessaloniki, Mykonos, Santorini, and islands with a population of more than 3,100 people, the minimum investment is 800,000 euros. In other regions of Greece, the minimum threshold is usually 400,000 euros. It is also important to note that under the new rules, for the 400,000 and 800,000 euro categories, the property must be a single unit, and the main living area must be at least 120 square meters. The second step is to select a property that truly qualifies for the program. And here, it is important to look not only at the price. You need to check in advance whether the property is suitable in terms of location, area, legal status, whether it can be used for the Golden Visa, whether there are any restrictions on the property's designation, and whether the transaction will be properly executed. You need to be especially careful with properties priced at 250,000 euros because this is not a universal threshold for any apartment. Most often, these are special cases, conversion projects or properties for reconstruction. The third step is legal due diligence and transaction preparation. Before the purchase, a lawyer checks the property documents, ownership rights, absence of encumbrances, the validity of permits, and compliance with the program's requirements. After that, the contract is drawn up, payment is made, and the property is registered to the investor. Important, for the Golden Visa, the property must remain in the investor's ownership. If you sell the property that served as the basis for your residence permit, you may lose your residency rights. The fourth step is preparing the documents for submission. The package usually includes a passport, photographs, health insurance, property documents, proof of payment, the purchase agreement, registration documents, and the application form. If the applicant is applying for a residence permit, not only for themselves but also for their family, additional documents must be prepared for the spouse, children, and parents. One of the strong points of the Greek program is the ability to include family members in the application. The fifth step is submitting the application for the Golden Visa. The application is submitted to the competent authorities in Greece. In some cases, the application can be submitted through a representative by power of attorney, but the investor still needs to undergo biometric procedures. After submitting the application, the investor receives a confirmation that allows them to legally stay in Greece until the residence card is issued. The sixth step is obtaining the residence permit card. The Greek Golden Visa is usually issued for 5 years and can be renewed if the investment is maintained and the program requirements continue to be met. The main advantage of this program is that the investor does not need to reside in Greece permanently to maintain their status. The Golden Visa grants the right to live in Greece, travel within the Schengen area, obtain residency for the family, and have a long-term European base. But it is important to remember, this is not citizenship or a passport. It is a residence permit through investment. Citizenship may be possible in the future only if certain conditions are met, including actual residence and integration into the country. That is why you should not start by asking, which apartment is cheaper, but rather, which strategy best fits my goal? If you are considering the Greek Golden Visa, we can help you select properties that meet the required investment threshold, verify compliance with the program's requirements, and guide you through the entire process, from choosing real estate to obtaining your residence permit.